My arms are bigger. It's fine. These help me stay strong. Oh, we don't want to be on camera today, apparently. My name is Maddie, that was Fig, and my life is a mess. We're back. Oh, you're sneezing. Bless you. We're back with another honesty video. So, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to talk about what I'm doing to change my body. Totally kidding. I'm doing nothing. I am not doing anything to change my body. Why? Because I don't want to conform to what society is telling me to do, and I don't want to be like every other single girl in the whole world that is trying to change their body just to fit what society is trying to tell me. So that means I am not going to exercise to lose weight. I'm not going to eat less to lose weight. I'm not going to eat more to gain weight. I'm not going to eat anything that my brain is telling me to eat to change the way I look. What I'm going to do instead is eat what I feel like, eat when I want, eat what I want, eat how much I want, eat whatever I want. And if my body changes, I'm gonna sit with that. I'm gonna deal with it, but I'm not going to purposely change the way that I look. If you have watched my last video, you will know that I'm really struggling with the way that I look right now, but I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to change it because society is always telling me to lose weight. Not just me, but every single woman. You see all the magazines, keto diet, intermittent fasting, don't eat meat, only eat meat, never eat meat, eat apples, don't eat apples because they make you bloat, eat rice because it's good for you, don't eat rice because it's a carb, eat butter because it's fattening, eat butter because it's keto. You never know what you're supposed to do. So what I'm going to do is what I want to do. Exactly? Get it? I don't know what I'm saying, but that's what I'm going to do. So what am I doing to change my body? Nothing. If this was a clickbait title, you got it, because why not just do clickbait? Let's just do it. So this is also gonna be kind of a ramble. I have 20 minutes before I meet with my boss, and I'm obviously in an anxious mood, but I have 20 minutes and that's not enough time to get any of my work done, so I'm just gonna do this video instead. So some of you really liked the last video and the way that it was like unedited, and I think that's really great for me because it means that I don't have to sit through all my videos and add fun sounds and GIFs and GIFs or whatever they're called. But instead I'm going to be basically word vomiting whatever I'm thinking in this moment. It is going to be somewhat structured, but I have hit a wall. As you saw in my last video, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I like my job, but it's making me very tired, as I just said. I have stopped exercising as much because I don't have the energy and I don't have the time. So way before I started my job, I was literally exercising every single day for at least an hour. It was unhealthy, it was not productive, it was just not a fun time, I hated it. Now I exercise for 1 hour, 3 to 4 times a week. That includes going to the gym, going on the treadmill, running outside, doing anything that I'm doing just to keep my body active, because I do want to stay somewhat active, but that's mostly just for like sanity and just to keep my body healthy, not to lose weight. The past week since I posted this video, I've been really struggling, and my boss just sent me something. It's probably okay. Everything's fine. Everything's good. It's a good. We're all good. We're all good. See, friends, it's fine. Totally lost what I was saying. My brain was telling me all of these things, and even after I posted that video, I was still kind of like, okay, I need to cut back my calories. I'm not counting calories, but I was kind of like, okay, well, you should not have dessert because you're trying to lose weight. And then I was really close to doing that. Who is this person? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I just turn off my notifications when I'm filming this, but this is my lunch break, so it's fine. My head was like, okay, well, don't eat dessert because you're trying to lose weight, and I was really close to doing that, and then I got to the end of the day and I was like, no, I actually want dessert, so I'm gonna eat dessert. And then I kept thinking, you know, if I cut back calories this week just to lose a little bit of weight, then when I reintroduce desserts the next week, my weight's just gonna go back up. And then it's like, well, why do you even want your weight to go down? When your weight was at your lowest, when I was like dying and like sickly and emaciated and like not even, I don't even know, I hated myself. And I'm gonna be blunt, I hate myself now. I hate myself when I was really sick, so why not at least be able to enjoy food and be unhappy than starve myself and be unhappy? You know, I'd rather be eating cake and be unhappy than not eating cake and also be unhappy. That's like 2 unhappy things together. I'd rather have 1 unhappy thing and 1 happy thing and put them together if I'm a little bit happy. Ideally, it would be great if I could be happy and happy, but we're working towards that. That's not right now. So what am I doing to keep myself happy? Well, I've started today, and I'm kind of like inspired right now, which is why I'm going to film. but I've switched up my workout routine. Instead of doing, I have OCD, if people didn't already know. I don't think I've ever actually talked about that, but not OCD. I think it's like a stereotype of OCD being like super germy or germaphobe or like turning a knob. I realize that those are some people. I'm not discriminating, I'm not stereotyping. I'm also talking really fast. Who is this? Reminder, your meeting. I know I have a meeting in like 16 minutes, but it's fine. I forget what I was saying. OCD. I do the same, I watch the same TV shows, I watch the same movies. I can't change up my routine. Like, I used to get up and do the exact same exercise routine every single day. Like, it was the exact same thing, to the point where it was like 25, like, Romanian, what are they called? Romanian lunges, Romanian deadlifts, or yeah, Romanian deadlifts. I do like 25, but if I did 24, I'd have to go back and do another one, or if I did 26, and the next day I'd have to do 26. And this routine basically started as like, this isn't true, but I'm just making up numbers, but I did, let's say like the first day I did like 500 jumping jacks, 2 squats. Then the next day, if I did 3 squats, it would be 500 jumping jacks, 3 squats. And then one day I'd be like, you know what, I have more energy, I'm gonna do 4 squats. It would be 500 jumping jacks, 4 squats. Then eventually this routine turned into a 2-hour regimen that ruined my whole entire life, because I couldn't go anywhere because I had to get up really early to do this 2-hour routine. I also had to do routines throughout the day. But this is all basically saying that I am going to be doing a different exercise routine every single day, or every time I work out. So 4 times a week, I'm gonna do something different. So whether it's running one day outside on a different trail, we're not going on the same trail. That's the other thing too, is I would run the exact same I would run the exact same trail, because I was like, well, if I run a different way, it might not be as long, or I might not burn the same amount of calories, or what if I burn less calories? Or then if I like went on a different routine and it was like more, then I'd have to do that one. But we're doing something different every single day. So this morning I did a 1 hour, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway, because it's my channel and I'm gonna do what I want. I did a 1 hour Caroline Gervin dumbbell routine. And the other thing too, I shouldn't be saying this, if you're triggered, just don't watch this little section, but I'm just gonna be honest and open, and people seem to like when there's a helicopter outside. Oh, that is so cool. I was on a helicopter 3 weeks ago and it was really cool. Oh yeah, so I did this routine this morning and I didn't really sweat. I was like, I got to the end of the hour and I was like, I could do that literally over again. But then I was like, no, you did your hour of exercise. That is your hour of exercise for the day. If it's not as much as you'd like and you have energy later in the day, you can go for a walk. But unfortunately, you have work in 10 minutes, so you can't do the whole routine over again. So this morning I was like kind of feeling anxious. I was like, you didn't really do a workout because you weren't sweating, so it wasn't that great of a workout, and you should probably do something later. But it's like, no, just because you didn't sweat does not mean that it was not an efficient workout. I got movement in, I moved my body, it made me feel good, that is fine. The other thing is I was like, let's change up my breakfast. I've gotten in the habit of just making the exact same breakfast every day. It's sort of become an eating disorder thing, but it's also because like, no, it's an eating disorder thing, let's just be honest. I've been having the same breakfast every day. So this morning, I not only changed the time that I ate, because that was coming back. I used to have, and I still do, had breakfast at like the same time every day. So even if I was hungry beforehand, I was like, no, you have to wait. But today I had a protein bar before I actually had my regular breakfast. So I changed things up, and I probably won't actually change what I'm having for breakfast because I have bought groceries and I don't know, maybe I should change it up. But you know what? I did one different thing today. We're just gonna do one different thing today. What else am I doing? I'm seeing more friends, going out more, which is really pushing myself. Yeah, I don't want to be as negative as I was in my last video, but things are a bit better. I want to also thank every single one of you who reached out and commented. I always kind of say that like everybody's really helpful, and they are, but like this last video I was kind of like, okay, nobody's gonna like it, I'm gonna get hated on, people aren't gonna like it. But people really, all of you have been so helpful. People have said that they don't comment on my videos, commented on it, and that meant so much to me, because it kind of, maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but it kind of made me feel that like people aren't watching my videos because they want to see some like sick girl. They want to actually listen to what I'm saying. So thank you. And maybe I will try to be more honest in these videos. For example, I just went like this with my arm. I noticed this crease and I was like, you should straighten your arms so you don't look whatever. But it's like, no, my arms are bigger. It's fine. These help me stay strong. I kind of got a muscle there. Not that it matters. Even if I didn't have a muscle, it would be fine. I'm just gonna embrace my body. I'm gonna stand up and show you, because this is me now. Okay, everyone, I've got a bit of a tummy. It's all fine. I've got cellulite, you know, that's all normal. This is what a normal person, how old am I? 25. This is what a normal 25-year-old girl not should, I'm not gonna say should, because sometimes people are naturally thin, sometimes people aren't, but this is what my body looks like right now in this moment. And I'm not gonna say I feel great about it, but I don't hate it most of the time. Like 75% of the time I don't hate it. Right now I don't hate it because I got kind of tan this weekend. If you can't see, it's a sunburn though. We all know Maddie doesn't wear her sunscreen. I can't believe I'm talking like this on the internet. It's like I'm talking to somebody, but nobody's talking back to me. I'm alone. You wanna come out now? I'll get her. I'm alone in my apartment with my rabbit. That was not how you properly pick up a rabbit. So I'm just alone in my apartment with little Figgy, just talking to myself. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to be held. I know. So, she's got hair everywhere. But let's focus. I'm really giddy. I don't know why. But from what I've learned in this past week is that I did not go back to my disorder. I was so close. To going back to my eating disorder, and I didn't. And here's what I did instead. I ate the cookie. I went out for drinks even though I didn't want to have the calories and the alcohol. I had a great time with friends. I wore shorts and a crop top tank top, which I was not going to wear, but I was because it was freaking hot outside. I don't know about where you guys are. I realize that Europe is having like the worst heat wave in like 200 years, so I'm really feeling for you all. Toronto's also really hot, obviously nowhere near that, but I wore clothes that I didn't feel comfortable in, but I eventually felt comfortable and it all worked out fine. What else did I do? I challenged myself a lot. I think it was mostly like mentally challenging myself because I was like, okay, well, you should cut back the calories, or you should exercise today because your weight went up. And it's like, no, Sundays are my complete rest days. Like I really don't do anything. Like usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, it's not super regimented, but usually like around those times I'll exercise. And then on Tuesday, Thursdays, I'll go for like a walk. But on Sunday, I literally did nothing. I stayed in my apartment and caught up on work. I went for a walk with a friend and I did something fun. No, I didn't. Oh, I smoked a joint in the park at the end of the day, which was amazing. So the only walk I did was like a 10-minute walk to the park and back. So like 20 minutes of walking was my exercise for the day, and the walk with a friend. So, okay, so I actually kind of did movement. So I'm lying. I did exercise on Saturday, but not really, or Sunday. I'm not even high or anything. I'm just like in a really weird mood. I think I'm just nervous for this boss meeting because she scares me. I'm sorry. She's really, really nice. I love her, but she scares me sometimes, mostly because I make a lot of mistakes and then I feel bad when I make mistakes. Mistakes are normal. When should I start? May 30th is when I started my job. There's the helicopter again. That would be a cool job, just to fly around a helicopter. Maybe I'll get my pilot's license. I'll fly helicopters for fun. Okay, but this is my message to you. You know who you are. You've just got to keep going. Don't quit, because if you quit, I've done this many times. I've gotten to a certain point in my disorder recovery, and I said, you know what? I'm not feeling so great. I don't like the way my body looks. I don't want to eat anymore, so I'm just going to stop. I'm going to keep exercising. I'm going to stop eating, and I relapsed. And every single time I relapsed, it's worse than the time before. And it's not worth it. I can tell you 100% honesty from someone who's been there, relapsing is not worth it. It's not what you want. It's literally not what you want. You're not happy when you're sick. You're not happy when you're controlling your size. You're not happy when you're not eating. So why go back to it? Like, yes, okay, there's like that false sense of control. Emphasis on false sense of control. It's short-term happiness for long-term disappointment, whereas like in recovery, it's short-term disappointment for those little blimps that you're like, I hate myself, I hate my life, I don't like the way I look. For long-term, it gets back. Yes, I love you. It's recovery is like long-term happiness for short-term sadness, whereas like being in the disorder is short-term happiness for long-term sadness, if that makes sense. I love you so much. She's the best bunny ever. I know. So my message to you is, I know how hard it is. I know how hard life is. I know you're struggling. I know that you want to go back to disorder. I know that you would give anything just to have that body that you think is going to make you happy. But that body that you think is going to make you happy is going to make you miserable. You are not going to be able to go out and see friends. You want to look a certain way to impress your friends. You want to look a certain way to impress, someone that you might have feelings for. But the truth is, let's say you got to that certain size, or you got to that goal weight that you think is going to make you happy, and you're like, okay, great, here I am, now I can finally go out and enjoy my life. But you're not going to be enjoying your life because you're going to be out for drinks, and you're going to think, well, I can only have rum and Diet Coke, or I can only have vodka tonic, or I can only have gin and whatever, because those are the lowest calorie drinks. Or you're not going to drink at all because you're going to think, well, alcohol has calories and I can't drink. But the truth is, you want the pina colada, you want the espresso martini. And maybe I'm not being good here because I'm saying what's higher calorie or whatever, but what I'm trying to say is that you're going to reach that ideal body, but you're not going to be able to enjoy it because you're going to be so focused on trying to keep that ideal body. Whereas if you just, I'm not going to say let go of control, because that's not easy to do. Like I still can't just say, okay, I just swore. I always swear, but I've been trying not to, because then I'm going to get censored, but whatever. Instead of just like having that body and just saying, you know, this is what I look like, I'm gonna drink everything. Yes, it's hard, but this is where practice comes in, where you say, yes, I'm not happy with the way that I look, but I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to be stuck in this mindset of the eating disorder. And I was gonna say something and now I forget. Oh, and it was fun too. It was an important thing to say. Oh my God, I can't remember. I don't know. Oh, this is what it was. Okay. Pretend that you're like a badass bitch. You are a badass bitch that is not conforming to society. You are not going to do what society tells you to do, because, you know what, screw them, screw society. So you're going to do the exact opposite of what society says. I'm also moving my hands around a lot, so I'm sorry. So when you see that magazine that says go on the keto diet, you go, I don't want to go on the keto diet. I'm going to eat carbs because carbs taste good. I like cake. When you see intermittent fasting, you're going to go, screw that. It's 8 a.m. I'm actually really hungry right now. Or when you see something like, you know, here's the lowest calorie ice cream, you're gonna go, I don't want, maybe you do, but I personally don't like low fat Greek yogurt as ice cream. I would much prefer full fat strawberry with maybe some chocolate. That sounds really nice right now. And you don't want to go through your life choosing the lower calorie options to be a smaller size. You are not put on this planet to shrink your body. You're not put on this planet to do what everyone says. You're put on this body to enjoy life the way you want, how you want, with who you want, and doing whatever you want. Obviously, yes, you have to have a job and like work 9 to 5 sometimes, but ideally that would be great. But in this moment, if I'm on Instagram and I see this person that looks very small and I see her what I eat in a day and it looks like she's not eating anything, I'm gonna feel a little bad for a second, to be totally honest, because I'm gonna be like, I eat a little bit more than you, but that's fine because I'm me, you are you, I'm not you. I want to be me sometimes, not always. Yeah, that's kind of my rant for now. News coming up is nothing. No fun news. I might be going to Ottawa for work, which could be fun. I'm hungry right now and I'm gonna make a snack. I'll show you what I've been really into recently. These are my favorite snacks. These, I don't know wherever you live if you have these, but they're so good. And originally I bought them because they were like 4 ingredients: dates, cashews, raisins, and cocoa. So I was like, oh, they're 4 ingredients, but they actually also taste really good. They're called Naked bars, and they look like this, and they're really yummy. So I'm gonna have one of these, make a cup of coffee, even though it's like, maybe that's why I'm so hyper, because I've had like 5 cups of coffee today. Not actually, I've had 2. But they're like big cups, so it's like 3 cups of coffee. And I have my meeting, in 2 minutes. So hope you all enjoy your day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.